But we begin tonight at 11 o'clock with developing news. It has now been 3 weeks since the death of George Floyd, a black man, at the hands of a white Minneapolis police officer. The aftermath brought major demonstrations for racial equality across Connecticut. And today the governor said he did not want to wait another minute before signing an executive order that will not only change how state police respond, but how Connecticut State Police looks. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is live at State Police headquarters in Middletown to explain these changes. Matthew, good evening.
Yeah, Aaron, today we learned that Connecticut State Troopers, 80% of them are white men. The governor says that is going to change. And we do want to be clear, everything that you're about to see only applies to the state police department, not local departments, at least not yet.
Police accountability is about trust.
Demonstrations across Connecticut after the death of George Floyd, combined with prior protests after recent police-involved shootings, prove that the trust for some has been broken. Governor Lamont outlines what the state is doing to restore it.
I want a police force. I want a state police force. I want administration. I want judges. I want district attorneys who represent the amazing diversity of our state.
The governor started by demanding diversity in a department that is dominated by white men.
80% of our state police are white males, but that's changing.
The governor wants to recruit more minorities and more women to be part of the force. On top of that, a community liaison trooper will be assigned to each troop.
Community policing, emphasize the word community.
Also, troopers will respond differently. Chokeholds are banned, and troopers will not be bystanders like we saw in the Floyd case in Minneapolis.
Where were the other police when we needed them to do more, and they didn't? So we are making that a requirement.
The military-style gear that we've recently seen police in other states use weren't deployed during the protests in Connecticut, but we do have it, and the governor says we won't be getting more.
We've got what we need right now in the case of a terrorist attack, and I want to do everything I can to convince the communities we're there for you.
Also, the state will have a use of force website which will let the public learn more about any case where a trooper decided to use force. It will have a gender and race breakdown.
I just think in the name of transparency, we want you to see what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what those trend lines are.
It's incumbent upon the governor to get this right.
We took the executive order to Reverend Cornell Lewis. The community activist plays a major role in local demonstrations, and he says this is a step in the right direction to solve the biggest problem.
The primary solution needs to be changing the mindset of the police as they interact with minorities.
Now, Lewis went on to say that he hopes that the diversity recruitment will apply to management level as well. And he actually points to the governor's chief of staff, Paul Mounds, a black man, as an example. He says having Mounds there actually helps clue in the governor on some issues that he might not be well versed in. And he says that that type of voice is needed here at State Police as well. Aaron?
Well, Matthew, we talked about a lot of these changes going for state police. Do we have any idea when local departments could adopt some of these policies?
Well, Aaron, the governor is hoping it happens before the year is over. The legislature is going to be reconvening in a matter of weeks for a special session, and the governor hopes that some of these issues are taken up then.